Greetings, everyone. Remember me, Barbara. I used to do reviews, and then I did like a couple of sporadic ones. I'm going to try to be less sporadic, but how often have we heard that? Anyway, I'm back for now with Series 2 books of Zuru mini brands. And the way I used to do these reviews is I used to have one ball that I would completely open, sealed. And then the others I've like pre-opened, and I'm just going to cut them open to see what the goodies are. So, and as tradition usually has it, when I open these on camera, I can never get them to open. So we'll see how this goes tonight. But yeah, so what's been up? Long story short, my computer no longer supports the editing software that I was very comfortable with, and I no longer have the patience to learn how to use editing software. So either I will do these live or I will do shorter videos that I can just immediately upload to YouTube. Love this. This is two things I love. A, it's recycled plastic. Very important. Also, I just love this color of denim blue. The texture is really nice. So if somebody's into like upcycling this and can roll it and doesn't want to buy fabric just to have fabric, you could doctor this up to look like, you know, a roll of denim in a custom jean store. Yes, those things I think exist because people love their denim. Here we go, first ball. Let's try to keep this in frame because I've sort of forgotten how to do that. Okay, so I guess for the sake of argument, I will also show you just once the Mini Brands books, the collector's guide. Now, this one is going to be special because one of the books in here is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and you could possibly get the golden ticket. But why I originally wasn't going to keep doing the books, but they have Nancy Drew, who is my favorite. And they have other cool books. They have some Jane Austens. They have better bookmarks. And there is allegedly a cat and a more realistic, and a candlestick and a lamp and a teacup and other cool stuff, and Moby Dick. And if I get a Moby Dick, I will tell you why that's kind of sacred to me. So let's get to it, shall we? I should probably have gotten myself like my mini-me sitting in the chair, but maybe I'll remember that for next time. So this, I can almost see it from here that the direction, these appear to be, no! Not directions. I thought that this was directions, but this is the magnifying glass. And are they warning me that it actually does magnify? Do not use it under direct sunlight. So this actually does magnify. Oh, so now Barbie can kill ants. Those of you who are children of a certain age know what I'm talking about. And those of you who don't, I'm not a psychopath. So the first book and bookmark, oh, you've got, are you kidding me? Oh no, I was like, wait, okay, is this it? Did I? I don't think I got did I get the golden ticket? Because this is the label. So is there a gold? Okay, that was completely not planned. I have no idea how I did that. This was, I will tell you this, though I might not, shouldn't, I don't know. I did buy these off of eBay, and this came all the way from Hawaii. So thank you to the eBay seller who, and the ball, and you guys all saw this, the ball was sealed. This is the one I opened on air. But wow, okay. And my bookmark is Jane Eyre. Holy shit. I'll take holy shit for 600, Alex. Yes, I swear a lot. If those of you who are new to my channel, yes, I swear a lot. So, oh, the Bronte sisters and Wuthering Heights. Heathcliff, it's me. Catherine, I'm so cold. I'm sorry, Kate Bush fans. But don't be sad. I mean, it's not like the woman's not making $10,000 a second from, what's it called? What's that show called? Stranger Things. This is Forever in Blue, the fourth summer of something, of the something of it. Evidently it's a very famous book, which I've never heard of because, you know, I live in a cave. Okay, so let's go to a pre-wrapped ball. And you may have heard me say this before, and I'll say it again. These little half balls would make like very good postmodern sinks, I think. So let's see, what do we have? You're gonna see a lot of this black back wall. I should have planned this a little better with my mini-me, but oh well. But then you would miss the thrill of me discovering. I can't believe I nailed that with the golden ticket. Jesus. Wait a minute. It can't be. Did I misunderstand this? That's right. Let me. Okay. Okay, so that is what it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, you are supposed to get. That is something rare. Okay. Hot damn. All right. This first book is probably my favorite American fiction book, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Mark Twain is probably also one of my most favorite authors. You would think, in fact, all of my, yeah. Oh, another Wuthering Heights, but I'm going to keep talking. All of my favorite American authors are from the South. I do not know why that happened. Faulkner, Twain, Capote. Okay, so this one is, this is going to be the Sherlock Holmes. And somewhere in here somehow should be, so we get the bookmark, which is War of the Worlds. And then the mirror, the magnifying glass should be in here. Okay, this is effing awesome. This is effing awesome. This is nice. This is classy. This I love. This is cool. This is really cool. So already, like 1,000 times over, this series is like so much better, head and shoulders better than series 1. And this is the bookcase. No, it's not the bookcase, it's the candle. So here we go. So we have the proper candle holder. Oh, okay, I see what this is. So basically you have, okay, so you have the candle, and then you have this, which is, you know, obviously you want to have a candle holder so you don't hurt yourself. There's a great ASMR video, and I might link to it in the description below because I'll have to like add that later. But she's a great ASMR person, and the first half is like, takes you down by relaxing your muscles. But then the next part is a visualization of watching a candle burn out and collecting in the bottom and the glow of the wax. And that's actually a very cool one that I often fall asleep to. Next ball. I will, as I said, link to that one. And you guys can check her out. It's a very nice way to relax. ASMR, if you're into ASMR. And I know ASMR is not for everyone. Some people are like, what the is that? But it's actually quite, I love it. Let's see what this one is. So this is another magnifying glass. And I can't, I mean, and you can never have, frankly, you can never have too many magnifying glasses. You have to have one for Robert Downey Jr. and one for Benedict Cumberbatch. And then eventually, you know, Tom Holland has to play it because, you know, Mr. Stark. So, truly, an opportunity was missed because what they really, because they were trying to figure out a way to say no shit Sherlock without making it obvious. But what they really should have done was have Spider-Man come in and say, hey, Mr. Stark, how do you like my new cot? And then it's like, no. The bookmark for the Secret Garden. And then this is, again, another golden ticket, which I'm going to leave sealed like this. And I may actually send back to the person who sold me this just because I don't think she realized she was giving me so many good ones away. And then this book is Dear Zuru, by the way, in case you see this. Okay, now I'm going to tell the Moby Dick story, and then I'll go back to the Dear Zuru. Okay, so I'm glad I have these two to share with you. So my story goes like this. My mentor as an undergraduate was a huge Melvillian scholar. Loved Moby Dick. Taught Huckleberry Finn at one point, but the semester we did Moby Dick, we did another book by Twain that's called Pudd'nhead Wilson. And we spent a lot of time on Moby Dick, and we were rushing through Pudd'nhead Wilson. And I was not having it because I love Twain. So as we're rushing through Pudd'nhead Wilson, and she was basically going, you know, saying, you know, taking down Twain, I'm like, okay, this needs to stop. Charlie Chaplin said, anybody can make them cry. It takes a genius to make them laugh. And it is so much harder to write social commentary that is funny. And I think Pudd'nhead Wilson was like 185 pages, than it is to spend 800 pages on the desecration of a white whale. People literally moved their chairs. They didn't want to be anywhere near me when she opened up the can of whoop ass on me for going after her Bible. But she did eventually say that she was being a little hard on Twain. Yes, you were. So again, the Sisterhood of the Travel. Okay, so this is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and this is Forever in Blue. So I guess, this is the fourth. Okay, now I understand. This is the fourth summer of the Sisterhood. This is the first summer. Okay, so another ball. I bought 5 of these, by the way, because I wanted to get a good start. Boy, did I ever. Oh my God. Okay, so. I hope you guys get to see this, because this is just, my brother's may have to help me figure out how to upload this if I can't figure it out myself, how to get it off my phone and onto YouTube or some other platform. Here we have a regular Roald Dahl and Chocolate Factory. And people, I love Johnny Depp. I do love Johnny Depp, but let's come to Jesus. That movie belongs to Gene Wilder. May he rest in peace. This one is a hardback. These have all been paperback so far. This one is a hardback. We have the Sherlock Holmes bookmark. And this is the Hardy Boys, House on the Cliff. I don't think I ever read this in 1/1 scale. I read a few. I read a lot of the Nancy Drew. Because what little girl didn't back in the day? So, and this is going to be the bookcase, which I may or may not. I will build it, but just not in this video. Because it's very late while I'm doing this. But I'll put this over here. So, Dear Zuru books, by the way. Back to the Dear Zuru books. Dear Zuru Books, Series 3, please reach out to Ian Fleming Publications because they seem to be very into these things now. And see if you can get permission to do the Flemings. This is, again, this is Jane Eyre, another Jane Eyre. And this one has... I don't know why they included these. I don't know what these are. But that's Jane Eyre. Oh, I don't have a Jane... I thought I had a Jane Eyre. I have Wuthering Heights. I thought I had a Jane Eyre here somewhere. Uh-oh. But that's Jane Eyre. I did have a Jane Eyre. Where did it go? I'll have to, like, be very careful, go through this very carefully and find... Oh, no, I have the bookmark for Jane Eyre. Now this is the book. Okay. All right, boys and girls, last one. Last ball. And I promise you, the next time I do balls, I will have myself sitting in a chair or something. So don't keep looking at the white wall and the puppets and the puppet hands. Here's the snake sticking out his tongue. Okay. I'm sorry. Mommy, what's wrong with the nice lady? Anyway, okay, so this book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Very modern cover for it. I guess these are like more modern editions, which I have not bought. I've not bought like when I got the classics when I was a kid. I either bought like editions that had like all the critical notes in it, or like very fancy ones. So this is the bookmark for another one for War of the Worlds. And this is Roald Dahl. Ian Fleming connection to Roald Dahl. God, there is one, and that just went out of my head, and I know it's a good one. Again, I will have to return. Okay, I think this is another bookcase. Yeah, I can see it through here. This is another bookcase, so I'm just going to leave that. Last book. Roald Dahl, I think, was working on a screenplay for one of the Bond movies, and I have to look that up, which one. And this is the last one. This is a Sherlock Holmes book. The Complete Novels and Stories, Volume 2. So this is the one that obviously has to be bigger because it has the glasses in it, is Volume 1, and this is Volume 2. And very British in their coloring of brown and green, of like a dark red and green. So there you go, folks. A really good haul, especially since I managed to get not one but two of the gold label Charlie and the Chocolate Factories, which is insane. I've absolutely no idea how I did that or how I can reseal it so I know which is which. See if I can see there's probably a trick that I'm not following because I don't want to bend the book. Maybe I do. I bend the book a little bit and it'll go in. That's kind of cheating, but let's see. There we go. Not the best way to do this, but there we go. There we go. Not like I'm actually going to read it, but yeah. There we go. So thanks, everybody. And I will put the link to the ASMR in the video below. And I might even tell you which Bond movie he's connected to. Okay, folks, thanks for hanging around. And for Zuru Mini Brands, it's Barbara. Take care. Bye-bye.